Dre back at it. Today we're out here working on our blackberry trellis. We've been working on it for a few days, and if you guys have been around my channel for a couple of months now, you guys know we planted these blackberries back in the spring. But one of you guys, a viewer, wanted to know how the soap works on the orchard to keep the deer from destroying trees. So in today's video, I'm gonna give a complete review on how bar soap helps with deer in the orchard. Real quick, before we get started and before I go out the orchard, I put a bunch of bar soap around our strawberry patch out here whenever they were growing back in September and throughout October. And what I did here is my mom and my dad, they like to smoke a lot of meat and we like to hunt a lot and whatnot. So this is those bags that come with that you put like turkey legs or whatever and put them in the smoker. But my mom had a lot of extra ones, so what I did, I just had my brother Adrian put up a bunch of put a bar soap in each one of these, and I just hung it along the fence row here and along the orchard, and then all around about every 20 foot there, if you guys can see those posts out there. So before I put up the soap in the strawberry patch, we did see a little bit of deer damage, but ever since I put the soap up, I didn't see any. And the reason is that the soap helped, but then we put on the row covers. So I'm not exactly sure if it's 100% worked on the strawberries, but it seemed to be working because I left these rows out here uncovered just to test if the row covers do work on strawberries. But as you guys can see here, these strawberry plants are still looking pretty good. They're not eating up. But you know, overall, there's a few missing on that side from before. But overall, in the strawberry patch, the soap did work. And now I'm gonna head in the orchard. Alrighty, so I'm out here in the orchard now, and I'm gonna go ahead and check up on the bar soaps. It's just Irish Spring bar soap that I put out here. And like I mentioned on the strawberries, I think I could put them out here a little too late because we already seen a little bit of deer damage in the orchard. But once I put these up, I did not see any other deer damage on the trees. So I could say that the soap did help out, it did work. But you know, I should have put them on back in August before. And as you guys can see over here, I just got the same stuff I did on the strawberries and just stapled it to the top of the tree there. And I did it back here a lot more often about more trees, because back here, this is where the deer traffic, and this is where they come through and try to rub on the trees and the small bucks and whatnot. So I did it a lot more often. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees that I put them on back here. And the deer, they're just scared of the scent. And once they smell that scent, they think a person's out here. So then they just don't come around. And then we did the same thing over here on the peaches as well. These young peach trees. And on these trees, we don't have any posts in between the rows. We don't have posts next to the trees. So I didn't really have where to tie them up to, but I just tied them up to the actual tree on different branches and just came through and tied them up. And so far it did help out. And you know, as you guys seen on my previous videos, these are 2-year-old peach trees and they are growing like crazy. So what I did here, just like that, just tied it up on these young peach trees, just one like that, and it seems to be working. There's not much deer damage back here. All these trees are nice and healthy and growing, so it's just overall the soap does help. So now for the rest of the day, we're out here in the blackberries, and like I mentioned earlier, we're beating in the post. We got the trellis arms finished in the shop a while back, and Isaac and I are going to go ahead and start training those plants up there. So we're going to get to it here. And as you guys saw, whenever we pulled the wires for the high density apples, we built this. It's just for high tensile wire. I mean, it's just homemade little redneck engineering here. Kind of gets the job done. But anyways, I'm going to take you guys out there. We're training the blackberries to the system. And I'm going to make a complete video whenever we're done and the blackberries are working. So for now, jump back into it and see what kind of damage we could do to these blackberry plants. So here we go. These are trained, and we just let these grow on the ground all summer long. And the system's not 100% done. We still got to come through and anchor them down. But what we're doing here is we got these fancy black clips right here, and just kind of picking up the berries off the ground and training them up to the system. So, and then initially what's gonna happen, I'm gonna have Isaac here hold the camera.
Yep.
So in the spring, once we get all the trellis arms down, we're gonna go ahead and lay them down like this. Try not to break it here. Let's go to this one. This one's a lot more loose. So essentially what you do is you lay the whole entire thing down like that, and you lay the whole row down, and what essentially happens, they all blossom on one side. And then whenever they're done blossoming, then you just come through and pick it back up, and then the fruit gets set on this side of the row, and then you're just out here in the shade picking each individual berry, and it keeps everything off the ground nice and trained. But you know, in theory it should work, but now Isaac and I had to come through and finish training them, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. But you know, it's just the newest systems coming out, and we're trying them out here and slowly and surely getting them done. So these clips here, they're pretty self-explanatory. We bought 20,000 of them out of China, and you know, they're a lot cheaper if you buy them all there. But anyways, what you do is just clip them on here just like that. You gotta pull really hard. It's kind of hard to do that. There you go. And then you put the cane in between them, flip it around like that, and just kind of squeeze them together just like that. And there you go. Fast, easy, and simple. Here, I'll have Isaac here show you guys.
Demonstrate.
Demonstrate. Working with Isaac, just like that. You guys saw that, fast and easy. He's getting it done. So let's show him how fast you could do one whole plant.
Yeah, right.
So the plants are just laying on the ground, as you guys see here. Gonna go ahead and pick them up, put them on there like that, do them all, and we got 1,000 plants out here. So it's gonna take a while, but slowly and surely, one plant at a time, getting it done. I know that this is not a blackberry video, and I'm gonna make a complete video once we're all done here with the trellises and all that good stuff. But overall, the bar soap does help out in the orchard. You know, it's a lot cheaper than going out and building an 8-foot fence around the whole property. And you know, to build a fence like that, it probably costs anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000, and that is something we cannot afford right now. You know, for me, I'd rather go buy a brand new piece of equipment that will make our life easier than to spend that kind of money on the trees. But you know, without a good crop, you're not gonna have, well, without a healthy plant, you're not gonna have a good crop, and then you're not gonna have something to pay your bills with. So then it just goes back and forth. But overall, you know, the soap's one of the cheapest ways to make the deer stay off the trees and stuff, and it works. Alrighty, y'all, this is gonna be pretty much it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, go ahead, smash that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do post a video. And I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. You guys have a good day, and we will see you next time.